Hi everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I'll be talking about possible non-stop international flights from Salt Lake City International Airport, and that is coming up right after this. Hi everybody, welcome back to Traveling with Justin, and I am Justin, and I'm sitting here at the Salt Lake City International Airport right now, and yes, I will be talking about what I think possible non-stop international flights should be, okay? So let's dive into it. We're going to be diving into the possible non-stop international flights that could possibly come from Salt Lake City. All right. So yeah, last week, that video can be found right there. Okay. We were talking about international flights and how there was only 12 of them flying out of Salt Lake City International Airport. You know, if you're looking at comparison between other airports, let's take a look at Denver. They have 31 international flights, okay? And that region is, I guess they're called the Big Brother of Salt Lake. They have heavy service to Europe and Central America. All right, then we go to Phoenix, down south of Salt Lake City International, and they have 26 different flights going out of Sky Harbor Airport down there in Phoenix, okay? And their stronger focus on Mexico and a growing long-haul list. Like they've got London to Pai over there in Taiwan, and then Frankfurt, okay? And then we're going to look at Minneapolis, okay? They have a total of 36 different flights, international nonstop flights, okay? They are a primary Delta gateway, just like Salt Lake City is, and they go to Europe and Asia with more legacy routes. Okay, and then we're going to move to Dallas-Fort Worth. Okay, they have 70 plus flights, nonstop flight, international flights. Okay, that's happening, and that's like a global, massive mega hub for American Airlines. Dallas-Fort Worth. Now we're going to be taking a look at the last two. Okay, LAX and JFK. They both have over 100 plus daily, not daily, but they have over 100 plus international routes. Okay, non-stop routes. And since they're on both coasts, East Coast, West Coast, they have where almost every major airline lands. And that's why they have so many different international flights. So I was thinking here, okay, so Salt Lake City, yes, we are in the Mountain West, right here, you know, where we've got the mountains, Wasatch Mountains and everything like that. Where can Salt Lake possible fly to? Now, destinations are possible routes that I wish Delta, since we are a Delta hub here in Salt Lake City International, I would love to have these flights available. Okay, Rome, Italy. Okay, and so right now, none of these flights are possible, or not possible. None of these flights are available right now in Salt Lake City. So, Rome, Italy. Okay, now they do offer. Delta does offer flights like London and Paris and Amsterdam, but I want to go to Rome nonstop. All right, that'd be great to get there. Okay, Spain, Madrid or Barcelona. That would be also be nice to have. I mean, yeah, we can fly to London, we can fly to New York or Dallas, but a nonstop flight to Spain would be nice. Dubai in the UAE, okay? You would have to fly to Seattle, San Francisco, or London in order to connect to Dubai. Okay, I would love to fly into Dubai. Okay, Hong Kong. I would love to fly into Hong Kong from Salt Lake City. You know, nonstop flights. I hate layovers, and my wife hates layovers, and I don't want to be on layovers because my wife hates them. Okay, so I would love to do that, but right now you have to fly to San Francisco, Los Angeles, or Seattle in order to make it to Hong Kong. Okay, now here is another one. Auckland, New Zealand. Okay, I would love for that to fly to Auckland nonstop. Okay, so you're kind of like looking at Sydney, Australia. You would have to go to the West Coast to fly there, like San Francisco, Los Angeles, and then catch a nonstop Pacific flight to Auckland and maybe over to Sydney. Okay, that could be possible there. But right now, those are just my thoughts of what is it actually possible for Delta to fly out of Salt Lake City International Airport and service these areas. Well, let's take a look at those, okay? So Rome, Italy, that is a distance of 5,130 nautical miles. And yes, Delta can do that. Okay, you could use a Boeing 787 or an Airbus A350 or an Airbus A330 Neo. All right, so that would be kind of nice. Okay, so Madrid, Spain, that's 4,740 nautical miles. And yes, you can make that doing a Boeing 787 and Airbus A350 or Airbus A330 Neo. All right. So yeah, so 2 spots we can do that. All right. So Dubai in the UAE, that is 7,070 nautical miles. And yes, you can make that. You would have to do a Boeing 777-200LR or a 787 by Boeing -9 or an Airbus A350. So it is possible. Okay, so Hong Kong is another 6,450 nautical miles. It's doable. You can do it at Boeing 777-300ER, 787-9, or the Airbus A350. Okay, now, so Sydney, Australia. Okay, that is 7,010 nautical miles. Yes, you will be able to make it. A Boeing 787-9. And then an Airbus A350-1000. They can make it to Sydney. All right, so Auckland. That's 6,570 nautical miles. And yes, that is possible using a Boeing 787-9 and an Airbus A350-900. Okay, so it is possible to add more of these nonstop flights from Salt Lake City to other places. Now, with the upcoming 777, the new model, the 77-9, -10-X, that will be able to push the distance a little bit further. Okay, so yes, and so you're thinking to yourself, why can't you fly out of Salt Lake City to these destinations? Well, there's a couple different reasons why. Because like Delta and other airlines, they like to take their passengers like from Salt Lake City, fly them to LA, fly them to Seattle, or fly them to JFK or in Atlanta, then combine their numbers and fly out there on the bigger airplanes. So it all comes down to numbers. Okay, you have to have the passengers to fill those planes every single flight. And if Salt Lake doesn't have that, it doesn't make sense to say, hey, we're going to fly to Rome, Italy, and the plane's only 3/4 full. That is why right now Salt Lake City has got 12 flights. 12 flights internationally, and none of the ones that I've talked about. It is possible that they can fly to these places, but it is just not feasible because of the numbers. So that's why you fly from Salt Lake to JFK, Salt Lake City to Paris, and Paris on to Rome. Okay, all those right there. But it would be nice if Salt Lake City could get the numbers that we could fly to different places. I would love to get on a plane and just fly straight to Rome from Salt Lake City, or fly straight to Sydney, Australia, without stopping in LA. But I might want to stop in LA, catch Qantas on the A380, and go that way. Yeah, that's a good thing. So let's push it back over to the airport, Justin. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that video there. If you did, let's see if we can get to get some more nonstop flights. I would love to get on a plane and fly nonstop to Rome or to Barcelona or Madrid. Okay, I mean, we go to Seoul. We could probably just fly to Sydney. That would be awesome. Okay. All right, so give this video a thumbs up, and then hit that subscribe button down below and that bell notification so you'll be notified of any time I upload a video. And so next week, we'll talk about the longest flight currently from Salt Lake City, okay? And a couple of videos ago, we talked about the longest flight in the world from New York to Singapore. Well, where can Salt Lake City fly to? That's the longest. All right, check that video out. All right, until the next one, I will see you later. Bye. Everybody, thank you for watching Traveling with Justin today and this video. And here you can hit the subscribe button. And here's the next video for your viewing pleasure. Thank you.